We were rolling into 2020 with lots of excitement coming from our second year with our new pastor, Jonathan Gaylord, when suddenly we were faced with the pandemic shutdown. In 2019, we participated in Impact Ministry for Yadkin County. We were able to sell our outreach house and refinance our loan for our Family Life Center through the Methodist Foundation, which was a huge financial advantage for us. Our columbarium was completed and a new sound system with a hearing aid loop was added for our sanctuary. Jonathan had visioning dinners with most of our church members in the homes of our congregation, which was meaningful for our members and helped Jonathan understand what was important to us as a church. We hosted the Summer Fun program for the 8th year running until this summer when we had to cancel because of the pandemic. Our first pumpkin patch community event was held on the front lawn in the fall of 2019. This was a huge hit with the public as it offered everything from yoga class to pictures with the pumpkins. Because of last-minute inclement weather on the day of Yadkinville's downtown trick-or-treat, we were able to bring over 1,000 little goblins and their escorts into our Family Life Center. That was such a blessing, seeing all those folks in our facility. We hosted the Empty Bowls fundraiser for Yadkin Christian Ministries the Tuesday before the stay-at-home order began on the following Friday. Our new outreach of WAFFLE Church had just begun when the shutdown went into effect. However, this summer we were still able to provide an internship for 2 of Duke Divinity's finest students, even if we never saw them in person. It was Zoom all the way. We have continued worship through Zoom, Facebook Live, and YouTube. At least one Sunday school class, our men's group, United Methodist Women, and most church committees continue to meet via Zoom. We have had several outdoor worship events, including Communion, All Saints Day, and Blessing of the Animals. We have surveyed our members to determine their opinions about returning to in-person worship.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Gaylord. I'm the pastor at Yadkinville United Methodist Church. To say this year has been challenging for us would be an understatement. We began 2020 with a sense of excitement for what God was doing in us. The pandemic forced a reckoning upon us. We managed to transition all of our worship services to virtual pretty quickly. In the meantime, we focused significant energy on creating a lasting virtual imprint for Yadkinville United Methodist Church. We've spent a lot of energy and time building up our YouTube channel, creating Bible studies over Zoom, having Zoom meetings, having our worship and adapting our worship to be more appropriate to the virtual space. We've created different faith formation content. This past summer and this past year have revealed to us once more those deep racial and cultural wounds that mark our country. Here at Yadkinville United Methodist Church, we have long been engaged in reaching out across cultural lines through our work with our community partner networks, seeking to build relationships with people of all races, of all ethnicities, of all classes. And into 2021, our goal and our hope is to strengthen those relationships and to continue to have these deep conversations through that partnership. Also in 2021, I'm going to be selecting our book studies and our Bible studies with a focus on justice and how do we bring God's justice into this world in very specific and real ways. We'll start with a book called Defiant, What the Women of Exodus Teach Us About Freedom by Kelly Nikondeha, which explores the role of women in Exodus, the ways they worked for justice for their neighbors and worked for justice against the empire of Pharaoh. Also through 2021, I'll be preaching primarily from the Psalms from January until December, hopefully exploring those very real human themes of joy, loss, justice, sorrow, uncertainty, peace, faith, and doubt that we all share. And my hope is that these ancient prayers and songs give us words for this wordless moment and connect us into God's presence and root us deeply in the Spirit so that we might serve our neighbors as ourselves.